Alright, it's your man Brett from the Skateboarding Show, here with another 5 minutes, and hopefully I'm going to be interviewing this guy in a minute. Let's see how he gets on. Does he do it a second time? No, okay. Right, let's wait for him to come up here. And now we'll pounce on him whether he likes it or not.
Yo.
You just made that, which was really good.
Yeah,
and I got it. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Mat Marlow.
And Matt, can you tell us a little bit about what you do in terms of your work in skateboarding?
My extracurricular kind of stuff.
Extracurricular, yeah.
So I organise the UK Vert Series. I help all the other guys run it, pull it together.
Because some of those events are sort of collaborations with other people, huh?
All the events are kind of run by people, the locals and the park owners, the shop owners, and so I help with the scores, the dates, the promotion, all that sort of stuff.
And you run the website and you collate, like you say, you collate all the data and put it all together.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, and so how do you see the UK vert scene at the moment? What sort of state do you think it's in?
It's pretty good. We've always got new people coming through, so there's always some young guys and girls coming through now. The B group's always pretty busy, and we've got some rad guys in the A group, always guys moving up. We've got Alex, Ethan, all those guys pushing up from the B group, and Alex Griffiths he came third last year, I think.
Right.
Don't quote me on that, don't film it. And so they're all doing really rad. We've got progression, so it's all good.
Because you've got understandably a thing about if you win or get very high up in the B group, you're politely asked to move up to the A group.
Yeah. It's encouraged that you go up and give someone else a chance at the podium. Yeah.
And I think that sort of thing helps to push people skateboarding as well, because all of a sudden, instead of you being clearly like the best out of your group, you're then suddenly playing in a whole different pool of people and really having to push yourself a little bit.
I think the good guys at the top, if they start winning, they're actually going to lose their own progression if they just keep trying to keep winning anyway. So they've got to compete against the guys who are better than them in order to just move up.
Now I know I'm putting you on the spot, but the ones you can remember, what have we got going on this year?
Right, okay, so
hang on, got my cords all caught up, go on.
So it's going to be a job for me to remember, but we're starting with Mount Hawk on the 22nd of April. We're going to Blackpool then, I believe. We're pretty much once a month. So one every month from April till October.
Like the last or the second to last Sunday of each month, isn't it?
It's pretty much that. Yeah. So goes Mount Hawk, Ramp City, Southsea, St Neots, Corby, another possible replacement for Manchester one, which we had to lose because of the ramp, and then Blockless Combat in October.
Classic Blockless Combat, love it.
Yeah, everyone loves it.
And of course, although you've done a good job of remembering them, if people want to confirm when those dates are, so they can
check the dates out, you can go
book a date at the old Premier Inn or whatever.
Absolutely,
stay over.
You can always check the uk.vertseries.com website, or any of the social feeds are all at UK Vert Series, and you'll find the dates there on. We've got images shared on Instagram, we've got an event section on the website, and we've got even the results sections have got the dates on them. So
yeah, and the results section go back a couple of years as well.
Yeah, it goes back to 2013, I think, because I started it in 2015, but I put a couple of old years in there as well, as much as I could gather the results for anyway. So you can see sort of people's history. You can view people's profiles and how they've performed over the years.
I mean, this is something that I want to mention as well, because that's your boy who's just gone and had a quick ride around there.
Yeah.
And in the Vert Series, I noticed there's at least 2 or 3 father-son combos.
That's right.
Boys in either the B or the A group, and then the dads are in the Masters. There's you guys. There's the Kieran. There's Kieran from here and his boys. There's someone else as well in there.
I'm sure there is.
Well, it's not an official father and son, but there's obviously like
Chris and Jesse.
It's close enough. Yeah. Okay. Which is, I think that's a really cool thing. I think there's there's something about like the vert scene and it being quite, not that street skating isn't family friendly, but there's something about vert and it being more.
Yeah, well, I think maybe because us older guys like the big transitions, we could slide down on our asses.
Yeah, we can get away with more stuff.
Yeah. And it's only to keep the kids within arm's reach. So.
Yeah, and they don't disappear off. You're not like, oh my god, where have they gone? Because there's one vert
I
round.
think they have.
Yeah, well, yours up here. Yeah, it's nice of you to make it here today because you've come all the way from Leicester area.
From Market Harbour in Leicestershire, yeah. A couple of hours drive, but we've never been here, so I thought I'd give it a go. Loving the spine and the bowl.
And just briefly, what is it that motivates you to coming back to like the Vert Series? Because that's quite a lot of work you're doing, and so far as I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, it's not like you've become a millionaire off it. You're not even getting paid.
I don't get any money for it. No. It's just that I happened to have the skills at the time when people needed them. I came on board to do the social side of things and help with the spreadsheet of the scores. And just because I build websites for a living, it seemed obvious that I would just keep doing it. I would build on it, make the website, make the scoring system. I enjoy doing it. So we've got Rob Ayton this year helping out with the flyers though, so he's taken a bit of load off, and we've always got so many people willing to help out on the day that these things run quite well. So I'm not snowed under. Most of the work I think happens with the sponsors, trying to get the sponsors. So over the winter period and things like that, we do a lot of communication, and maybe before Wheels of Steel I'll do a bit of work trying to get all the sponsors for that. But for the other competitions, the guys are getting their own sponsors. They're helping out with the equipment and things like that. So
who have you got on board this year for sponsors?
So we've got Vans are the main series sponsors, and then they're giving us a £5,000 prize pot and prizes across the series. So we've also got Big City and Keeping Vert Dead and Protect supporting right across the series with prizes.
I did notice you sporting a brand new Protect helmet, but go on.
And then each competition, like I say, they've got their own sponsors. Jake Anderson's currently getting all the sponsors together for Mount Hawk, and he's got a list as long as your arm. So there's going to be some rad prizes. And
without too much of a shameless personal plug, we've got a new thing on this year.
We have. Yeah.
We're going to be live streaming every contest, hopefully, as long as the tech works.
Yeah, thanks to you, mate. Yeah, we've got you running the show for Extreme and the skateboarding show. We're going to be helping out live stream every single one of the contests. All the links are going to be available.
I'm really hyped for doing this because I've been going. Granted, it was only last year that I went, and I didn't go to all of them, but I went to a couple of them. Yeah. And I was just like, why is this not getting covered more? Like, what is going on? Why is this? I couldn't understand why there was that amazing level of skateboarding going on, and yet it was barely being covered by anyone.
We got a lot of pictures, a lot of photographers, some really good photographers like Stu Bennett, and not so many videographers. We had Elliot Mallinson pump out some really hot videos, some amazing stuff.
He did South Sea and he did Mount Hawk, did a good job.
Yeah, it's a lot of work as well. So the live stream is kind of easier to do, but you've got to run it there on the day. And I tried a couple of times, and I stuck a camera in a corner, but you get a message and your phone goes or something, so it's not great. But now we got you stepping up, and Extreme giving us the airtime on their website.
Yeah, on their Facebook page. Yeah, it's going to be a big
their Facebook.
We're going to get loads of coverage, hopefully.
Yeah, so it's facebook.com/extreme. Should be able to get all the videos for it, and they'll be available after the time, I think, as well, won't they?
Yeah, it will be. So you can tune in afterwards.
Yeah, so we can all watch ourselves.
And it's not just because I'm doing it, but the reason I like doing live streams is because I like watching live streams. I like seeing the whole thing. I don't want to just see the cut down highlights of like a 7-hour comp cut down into 2 minutes. Like, that's just rubbish.
Yeah, you want it like Vert Attack, don't you?
Yeah, I want to see.
Don't get your hopes up, kids. It's not going to be quite that good, but I'm sure it'll be brilliant.
No, it will be. It will. If you saw Vert Attack, like that's a good warm up for the UK Vert Series.
Okay, hype. Hype.
Vert Attack was amazing this year, wasn't it?
Always
it went off. Really good. Really good. Okay, cool. Well, these are only supposed to be 5 minutes, but it's well worth going over for someone like you who, at your years of experience, still drops a board.
I can drop a board like anyone,
into the ramp and stop the whole. Do you want to get that quickly, and then we'll finish up?
So
get that quickly. Come on, and then we'll. Look at this, dropped his board straight in there. Brilliant. Right, so you've been listening to me chat with Mat Marlow, who organises the Vert Series. Go and check UK Vert Series, go and check that out, go and check out his website. Remind us again of the website.
uk.vertseries.com.
All the details are on there of all the events. Don't just sit around waiting for like the edits to come out. Go to the event and watch it, and if you really can't go, then you can watch the live stream that we'll be doing on the Extreme Facebook page. So well, this guy as well, you know, none of this is going to happen without this guy doing it, and everyone else that you mentioned, you know, Jake Anderson, Jim Langren, and Blockers Combat, all those boys and girls.
I'm trying to get out a little website for volunteers to sign up for judging this year, to try and organise that a little bit better. So hopefully if you can manage that, you'll see that coming out soon. You can put your name on there, we can just make things run a bit smoother.
Yeah, alright. Well, this is Mat Marlow, I'm Brett Dye, this is the Skateboarding Show. Real skateboarders, because this guy skates, you just saw him skate at the beginning of this. Real questions, strictly no editing. Say goodbye, Matt.
Goodbye, Matt.
Later.